Before I went on my travels, I created some super extensive packing lists, as there's nothing worse than being in a foreign country and having forgotten something that you feel like you really needed, or just that fear before you go on a trip where you're racking your brain to see if there was something that you might have forgotten but you can't think of what you might need. So I want to put your minds at ease and give you all the things that I needed and that you could need, possibly for your travels, so that it's a bit easier for you to prepare. Something that I found super useful that I wanted to share with you guys is packing cubes. They can help enormously, particularly with many chronic illnesses. Bending down may actually trigger symptoms. Usually your suitcase is actually on the floor, and having packing cubes means that you can just take your clothes, your supplements, your toiletries out of the suitcase, out of the lower level, and put them on a higher surface like a bed or a wardrobe, shelf, or something that's higher up and easier to access. Researching the weather in the particular place that you're going to at the month that you're going to, because obviously weather can change a lot. Making sure that you've got enough garments so that you're not going to be having to wash clothes every other day, but also trying to keep it light, especially if you aren't the one that's going to be lifting the suitcase because you're not physically allowed to lift. Just as a consideration, keeping it light. And having just enough clothes that you need. Bringing all necessary medications and supplements for the full duration of the trip, making sure that you have enough to keep you the whole time that you're there, but also precautionary things like first aid kit or medications that you might need in a certain situation that might not be a regular thing that you take, but can help put your mind at ease if there aren't a lot of infrastructure for hospitals or pharmacies in the areas that you are going to. It can be useful to just have your own first aid kit. I have lots and lots of lists that I'm putting on here now for you to screenshot if they help. Everybody is different, of course, so your list might look quite different to mine in terms of medications, but I am putting them on here anyway, just in case they prompt you to remember anything, and especially the precautionary things like what's in the first aid kit. That might all help you on here too, so I'll just leave them on here for now. About 6 weeks before you're due to travel, make sure that you've researched if it's a place that you might need vaccinations. It's always best to make an appointment with your GP practice and make sure that you have the appointment to get all the necessary vaccinations if it is a place that does need some specific vaccinations for that location, and then ensuring that all your necessary medical appointments have been attended and that all of your different practitioners have signed you off for going on your travels. This is also quite important insurance-wise, which is my next point. I really recommend getting comprehensive travel insurance which covers your conditions. I ended up going with a company called Avanti, but I've also put a list here of all the other insurance companies that you might want to research into as well, and just get 5 or 6 quotes, compare the policies and the pricing, and just see what works for you. So also remembering to add to the packing list the aids that help you. So whether it's some pillows, I have a specific one for my hips that I sit on, and a special one to sleep on that I take with me, but it might be a walking stick, or you can get foldable ones and foldable wheelchairs as well. Or it might be something like kinesthetic tape or orthotics, or splints and supports for your joints if they do come out, and that kind of thing. So just remembering to add that to the list as well. So that is everything. They're all my tips for traveling with a chronic illness. I hope they have been informative and they help you if you're looking to travel anytime soon or in the future. Just kind of getting together your thoughts and preparing. Preparing is absolutely key to putting your mind at ease for so many factors when you're traveling. And yeah, I really hope that they help. Comment below, let me know your thoughts. And if you have any other tips that I haven't mentioned, please put them in the comments as well, because they could help somebody else. I hope that it inspires you to do a little bit of travel research and look forward to your next trip.